I'm Mrs. Key, and this is Fourth Block Multimedia. Today I'm going to talk to you about this new assignment I've added. I've added an extra credit or exemption assignment, and I've included a bunch of worksheets. They're on web design. It's multiple choice, fill in the blanks, true or false worksheets. You can use the HTML book or the Expression Web book to find the answers and fill these in. If you decide to do these worksheets, I think there's 12 in all. No, it's not going to open it. Has anybody tried to open this yet? Did it open for you?
Yes.
You can see them all? Okay, good. So it's not working on here for me. But if you decide to do them, you have to do all 12 of them. And don't just guess and throw something in there. Actually look up the answers, answer them correctly. And then you can turn those in. If you have not already done your HTML personal website that was already due, and you're just really struggling with that, I know some of you have talked to me about that and are concerned about that. You could turn this in place of that, in place of any of the Expression Web assignments. I can take it in place of that, or you can do everything and it can just be extra credit for you. So whichever way you want to go with it, but you have to let me know if you're using it to exempt another assignment. When you submit it to me through Gaggle, put a note on there that says this is in place of whichever assignment you want it to take place of. But I know some of you were stressed about this personal website. I do want to show you an example. Chantel's, she did a good job with hers. Again, it's probably not going to let me open this zip. That's another thing too, any of you that, I've discussed it with you before, but when you save all of your pages, your notepad pages, your pictures, everything that's going to show up on your website, I wanted you to put it all in a new folder and zip it and just attach the whole zip folder. This works on my computer when I open it up, but for some reason, let's see. Okay, well, it's not going to work on here, so I can't show you on the smartboard. But I'll be glad to show any of you on the computer. Chantel did a good job on hers. She had scrolling text and everything. You might even ask her to help you with it if you decide you do want to do that. Everything has to be in by Thursday, end of class, so I can have it graded, because grades are due Friday for progress reports. Let me see on the Unit A, let's see. On Unit A, all you basically had to do was show us a rough draft of your site that you were planning to do in Expression Web, which is also another personal website. Here's an outline of one, somebody's plan. So I just basically wanted you to type up something in Word. Some people actually have done a little drawing. CJ, is that one not in here that you had up yesterday?
It's on the B.
On B? Did you submit it already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me pull that up and show you. So I like the way CJ did that too.
It's on the other one.
Ah.
I did it.
You know, for some reason lately, and it may be a glitch in Gaggle, but I've had in other blocks they've submitted me something and on my side it showed up blank. So, let's see.
I did it on Paint, that's why.
Oh, that was open.
I did it on Paint.
This one looks like it's opening, but
There you
there
go.
we go. Okay, so you can just submit a layout. She's got all her pages listed here. This is her navigation menu over here. This is going to be a picture. This is her banner with her title of her page. This is where all her body info is going to go, and she's going to have photos over here. So this is a good example of what you could turn in on Unit B for the real life independent assignment that's due at the end of the chapter. So that's all you have to turn in for those right now. The further along we go in each chapter, there's going to be more to it. You actually have to build the site. But the first couple of assignments are just planning it. So just wanted to share that with any of you that were confused about that. Does anybody have any questions on anything so far? No. Everybody good? So you understand about the extra credit / exemption project?
Yes,
Okay. All right, so I know some of you would probably rather do that. To me, I prefer, to actually do the hands-on stuff. I remember it better by actually applying it, by going through the exercises in Expression Web or HTML. But some of you may like the memorizing the terms better. So that's basically what the worksheets are. If you want to just go through, look up the terms and memorize them and fill in the blanks, then you can learn better that way. So whichever way works for you, or like I said, you can do it all and use it for extra credit. Okay? So just let me know if you need any help with anything. Okay.
Visually impaired or can't see the screen. And finally, this is the text that appears in browsers like Internet Explorer. When you roll your cursor over an image and that little text pops up, that's the alternate text. So I like to leave this setting on to remind me every time I insert an image, I should enter alternate text. Once I have my image in place, I can further adjust my layer to make sure it's exactly the size I want it to be. Now let's add.
Okay, so we're going to continue with these video tutorials each time we start a new concept, a new objective in our Microsoft Web Expression. So I hope you were all following along with the video. And now we're going to open up Microsoft Expression Web and work on Unit C. Okay, so everybody's got Expression Web opened and ready to go. Now we, in Unit C, are covering inserting text into a web page, pasting text, typing text, checking spelling, using a thesaurus, creating an internal link, external links, creating a link to a bookmark, and creating an email link, copying and pasting content between pages. All right, so you are all going to work through the steps in Unit C. I'll come around and help you if you get hung up on something. Just like Unit A and B, we're going to work on through this independently. You're going to save your work to Gaggle, and when you've got that completed, you're going to continue on to the Real Life Independent Challenge like we've done at the end of every chapter. This is where you're building on your website that you're working on every week. And the steps this time tell you to add a heading describing the page. They want you to write a paragraph of text about your web page. They want you to copy and paste the text from other sources using appropriate options. Check the spelling of all your content. Create an email link so visitors can contact you. Add text-based navigation at the bottom of each page. You're going to add at least one external link and one bookmark. Preview your page in a browser and test those links to make sure they're working. Begin collecting or creating the images for your site. Begin thinking of a color scheme. And when you're finished, you're going to close your website and save it to Expression Web. You're going to close Expression Web, and you're going to make sure you have this saved into your documents and then upload it to Gaggle. So you can reopen it tomorrow or the next couple of days as we work on this, and we're moving on to Unit D. So we're going to continue building this one. So instead of an HTML where we had the personal website project at the end of the unit, you're doing this one a little bit each time, and I'm hoping this makes it easier for you. As we're working through Expression Web, each objective that we're covering in these different units, you're doing at that time instead of waiting to the end and trying to do it all. So maybe that'll be a little bit easier for you. I know some of you like this better than HTML, and some of you hated HTML and now hate this even worse and want to go back. So just let me know, and I'll come around and help you. We'll work together on this. Okay, bell's getting ready to ring. I know y'all are ready to go home, so make sure you've got all your work saved and ready to be submitted through Gaggle, or at least saved to your digital locker. If you're not complete, then you can resume it tomorrow and send it tomorrow. Make sure your area is cleaned up before you leave, books put up under the desk on the trays, and tomorrow we're going to go ahead, since I'm not going to be here on Friday, we're going to go ahead and do our routine cleaning. So we're going to try to finish up a little bit early tomorrow. I'll discuss your grades with you so you know what's going to be on your progress report, since there'll be a substitute here on Friday, and then we'll we'll get everything cleaned up. So that's done for the week, and we'll be ready to go. So see you tomorrow. Have a good day.